The most common piece of financial advice on the internet is also one of the least useful. Skip the coffee, cancel the subscriptions, pack your lunch. None of it is wrong, exactly. It's just aimed at the wrong target, and it quietly distracts people from the 3 decisions that would actually change their life. Today we're naming the real target, and it isn't in your coffee order. Skip a $5 daily coffee for a year. $1,825 saved. Invested for 30 years at 10%, roughly $329,000. Genuinely not nothing. But compare that to one housing decision. Move somewhere $400 a month cheaper. Same $400, invested for 30 years at 10%, $905,000. One decision, made once, outperforms a decade of daily discipline by nearly 3 times. This is the part the coffee advice conveniently skips. It's not that small expenses don't matter. It's that they matter roughly 100 times less than the decisions nobody talks about. There are 3 categories that consume over 60% of the average American budget: housing, transportation, food. Not the gym membership, not the streaming services, not the latte. A single meaningful decision in any one of these 3 does more for your financial trajectory than years of cutting small expenses ever could. This is also exactly why the small cuts advice is so popular. It's comfortable. It doesn't ask anyone to question their rent, their car, or their lifestyle. It just asks them to feel slightly more disciplined about coffee. The financial advice industry sells comfort. The big 3 require an actual decision. Take rent specifically. $1,550 a month versus $1,100 a month. 1 mile further from the office. $450 difference. $5,400 a year. Invested over 20 years at 10%. $343,000. Compare that to skipping coffee for the same 20 years. Roughly $219,000. Less effort, more result. Every single time, the big 3 win. This doesn't mean ignore small expenses entirely. It means stop treating them as the main lever when they were never the main lever to begin with. The coffee was never the problem. The problem is that cut the coffee feels like progress without requiring anyone to look at the 3 numbers that actually run their life: rent, car, food. Real progress looks less comfortable. One conversation about moving, one decision about the car, one look at the grocery bill that's actually about meal planning, not deprivation. Small discipline feels like control. Big decisions actually create it. If this reframes something for you, subscribe. We run the real numbers every week. Next, the mortgage that quietly decides what you're allowed to do with the next 30 years of your life.